Well, we spent years having experts, right? You remember this, Bob, telling us that wearing masks helps prevent the spread of COVID. They were forcing our children to wear it. And we know what happened there with the school system and a lot of speech delays galore. And the kids are still feeling the repercussions from all that forced masking. And now new data published in the Cambridge University Journal states that COVID cases were 33% higher in those who sometimes wore face masks and 40% higher for those who always wore one. Yeah, because it was dirty.
I wore a mask one time made out of a T-shirt. Think about it. It didn't do anything.
Well,
But
I remember walking down
promoting.
the street without my mask and people giving me dirty looks.
Yeah.
If you were outside without a mask on, that's how brainwashed people were. Experts were scaring us into never leaving the house without one. But it always seems like that was always only making things worse. And now we have a study that proves just that.
Especially for what it did mentally to children. And now hospitals in northern China are filling up with children, again, as cases of a new mystery respiratory illness. They continue to surge. The World Health Organization is now requesting more clinical information from China about this virus.
Yeah, because I really trust the World Health Organization. The goal is to be healthy for the holidays, right? So what can we do to optimize our health this time of year and the election less than a year away? Well, a year away. But joining us now is primary care physician and retired U.S. Navy Lieutenant Commander Dr. Zuhdi Jasser, along with
Judy's not there. We lost him, but we have another doctor, Dr. Frank Contessa. He's here. Contessa, I'm sorry. He's here. Doc, tell us about these reports on masking here. I can't believe we're talking about it again, but we are. It's the cold and flu season. What's your take on it?
So this new study actually goes along well with the Cochrane review, which came out earlier this year. Cochrane review took a lot of studies, as this did, to combine the results of numerous studies, and it basically said the same thing, although this one went to the next step, which was that not only did it not help, but it may have actually hurt, which is kind of new data. Nobody has good explanation of why it would have shown an increase in the people who were wearing masks. I can understand why it didn't work at all, because the masks that most people wear, the paper surgical mask or the cloth mask, the T-shirt that, Bob, you just mentioned, they don't work at all. As a matter of fact, the weave of these masks are too wide to stop a virus like COVID. Even something like an N95 or a KN95 has to be properly fit for them to work properly, and they're very difficult to wear and uncomfortable when worn properly. So I'm not surprised by these results at all.
Yeah, the masks that he's talking about are the ones that literally leave a mark around your face. Right, doctor? Like you feel like you're being suffocated. Those are the only ones that work because COVID, it's aerosolized, right?
Yeah.
So that's why the masks will only catch like the giant spittle. I want to talk to you, doctor, about what's going on in China. You know, this respiratory illness, it's really affecting specifically young children. So that obviously we see is very different from what we saw with COVID. I'm not saying they're connected, but I'm seeing a lot of people here also in the United States are coming down with the flu. And I'm talking about a severe case of the flu as well. So how concerned should we be about the flu?
Well, Lydia, let's break that question down a little bit. So what's going on in China is concerning because this sort of echoes the same course of events that led to COVID.
Yep.
So when the World Health Organization, as you intimated in the beginning of the segment, who trusts the World Health Organization? Not me, and even less than World Health Organization do I trust China. So we really can't believe anything coming out of there. What we do know is that there is a spike in respiratory illness, particularly among children, which makes it different from COVID, right? Because COVID really didn't hit children hard at all. Now, what the official government take on this is that, no, it's not anything new or novel, nothing to be concerned about here. It's that the spike is being caused by more commonly seen illnesses, the flu, mycoplasma, which is a relatively common bacteria causing community-acquired pneumonia, and other routine viruses, the cold viruses, rhinoviruses that we typically see this time of year. So they're saying, no need to be concerned, nothing to see here. My concern is that they're hiding data, that they're not giving us the truth, and we might be seeing something in development. It's just too soon to know.
God forbid you try and ask and get the truth.
I don't know.
You know?
Good luck asking the Communist Chinese Party.
That's what I'm
because, again,
saying.
we can't
Good
trust
luck
anything
on that.
they say.
We remember very well about how they assured us that it could not be it wasn't a communicable disease between humans. You remember that, Doctor, right? And I remember
that
Fauci,
well, Lydia.
And Fauci came out and said, "Don't worry, you got nothing to worry about."
Right, right. All right, Doc. Hey, thanks for coming on. We enjoyed the discussion.
Thank you both.
Okay, let's play a little Monday morning quarterbacking here. In today's What's Trending, George Santos making some noise as he prepares for